Hey guys, DB right here, and today I'm actually here to give you beginners like myself. So this is a video for beginners, made by a beginner. Some helpful tips for you guys who are trying to ollies, but you're not getting your back trucks off the ground, and you're not quite leveling out your board, and your tail's still on the ground. You might be getting your trucks up a little bit. This is actually something that I think will help you guys develop a more constant ollie while you're trying to get your board to level out. Now, as you know, I've only just started to sort of level out my ollies now, and I'm still working on them myself, but I have developed my ollie to the point that I can ollie constantly and always get my back trucks off the ground, and I'm starting to get to a point where my tail will also lift off slightly off the ground. So, without further ado, let's get stuck into this. Now, the first tip, this is what every skater pretty much tells you, and it's absolutely correct. Get super comfortable with riding around on your skateboard. So, cruise to the shops, cruise to school, take your skateboard, go everywhere with it, and get really good at doing kick turns, tail stops, all your basic stuff. Learn some basic freestyle footwork tricks, anything you can do to develop comfort and balance on your skateboard. Okay, so the next step after that, taking a page from the Braille playbook, move this chair a little bit, is just start really getting comfortable doing this. Whether you're doing them rolling or whether you're doing them stationary, either way, you've got to be super comfortable at doing this. When I first started out, this used to freak me out, until finally I was able to do this no problem. And just do that a whole bunch of times. And be proud every time you learn a new step or a new method of doing things. Alright? Then we bump up to stage 3, practicing the drag. Getting your foot up to the end of your board, because that's going to help level out your board and get your tail off the ground. And of course, adding the little kick at the end is what really levels out the board. So the kick and kicking it through will help level out the board like that. So you just do that a bunch of times, so you can do it from here to start to get used to that, and then do that, add the kick, that, add the kick, that, add the kick. Hear that little vibration and friction? That's what you want. Alright, so once you get comfortable with that, you could straight away try to ollie from there. That might be enough to help you guys out with your ollies. But, however, I do recommend going back a little bit of a step. And, well, every time when I'm skating around my board and I start to get tired and need a bit of a break, I'll take a seat like this. I'll have my board in front of me. And this, I think, is a good way to teach you how to pop. And you start learning how to pop. Now, when you pop, you're actually flicking your ankle. Your ankle actually flicks to do the pop. It's not, you don't want your feet flat and trying to ollie like that. You won't get very high, and you'll most likely end up pitting your trucks and tail to the ground. So to fix that problem, you want to be on the ball of your foot, on the tip of your tail, and you want to flick down using your ankle as you jump into the air normally. You watching? And from there, you just practice that a bunch of times. And if you can, try to really get your front foot out there to try to level out your board. Try and get a real feel for it. This is actually how I got my trucks off the ground. Doing this a bunch of times. Don't worry too much if you don't catch it every time. I mean, you are sitting down. See that? That's what you want, how it levels out like that. A good way to do that, I've just caught on to this now, is actually don't necessarily hover above the board like that. you want to try have a bit of pressure on your front foot so it actually gives your board somewhere to go, like a stop. And yeah, you just keep doing that a bunch of times until you're ready to try standing up. Another thing you can do to practice catching your, board, you start learning how to do cavemans. So, and you want to do the ones, you don't really want to do the ones where you drop it from the front of you and jump on. You want to learn this variation, where you jump on like that. Now you want to aim for the bolts. You want to try aim for the bolts, and you can practice simply by you can simply do that and start catching it with your one leg. Do that a bunch of times when you feel comfortable. Start trying this one, getting both legs on the board. Do that a bunch of times. And it's a good way to practice landing on your board when you do the ollie. So it's not only good for giving you that practice of leveling out your board, it's also good because it's gets you used to landing on your board. Alright? So after you've done that, then you can try bringing it all together, and hopefully your trucks will actually start coming off the ground, and with extra luck, so will your tail. Like that. That's probably a pretty good ollie. I felt like that leveled out quite a bit. Exactly like that. And sometimes you may still get ollies like that. All part of learning. I'm on the same level as you guys, after all. You know, don't sweat it, just get back on your board and keep trying. Hopefully you'll get a constant ollie, and hopefully you'll also start leveling out the board like I just did there on the first attempt. Alright, so thank you guys for joining me for this tutorial. I will catch you guys next time with hopefully some other helpful tips. I hope you guys, hope this video was helpful for you guys. I hope some of you who are trying to learn ollies maybe getting frustrated and stuck on them. I hope this gives you a nudge in the right direction. Doing this method, especially the sitting method, and trying to drill the timing in my head while sitting down, it actually worked wonders for me. Up until I started doing that, no other method of trying to learn the ollie was actually working for me, which comes to my next point. So don't get discouraged if this doesn't work for you, because we all learn in different ways. Some people can learn the ollie just doing the free-step brow skateboarding method. Others can do it doing using Sarah Park-Matot's method, and so on and so forth. You know, just try to find a way and learn that works for you and progress the way you want to progress. Alright, so thank you for joining me. I'll be back again next time with hopefully some other trick tips. I'll be back with some more freestyle tip tricks pretty soon. And, well, I gotta stop now because I'm getting really uncomfortable here. Okay, see you later.